Good morning, my dear students. Welcome you all to this session. Today's class, we are going to start our new chapter, chapter 8, comparing quantities. Okay. Actually, you have learned this chapter last year itself. It's the same comparing quantities you have learned last year, where you have used that ratio, proposition, and how to percentage, then how to convert a percentage to fractions, fractions to percentage, then percentage to decimal number, then decimal numbers to percentage. This all you have discussed in this comparing quantities chapter last year. Yes, now it is little bit somewhat same what you have discussed last year. So first we'll recall whatever we have learned last year, so you will get a clear idea about this chapter. Okay, you can take page number 117 from NCERT textbook. Okay, so first of all you will learn about ratio and percentage. Okay, ratio and percentage we are going to learn. So ratio is nothing but it is a comparison of two quantities. Okay, when you are comparing two quantities, of same units, so you will use the ratio. Okay, the ratio is nothing but we are comparing two quantities by division. For example, 1 by 4 it can be written as 1:4. Okay, so this is what the ratio, where you will use the colon in between two values. So this 1 and 4 will be of same units. For example, 1 kilometer by 4 kilometer, just nothing but the ratio is 1:4. So both will be in same units, so you will compare those two units by division. So that is called as ratios. Okay, so ratios we have learned. So in this ratio we have learned how to find equivalent ratios. Okay, so that and all, just a basic concept. Equivalent ratio means what? Usually you will find equivalent fractions. No, multiply and divide by same number, you will get the equivalent ratios for that particular ratio. Okay, next, after this you have learned how to convert a ratio to the fraction. Okay, for example, 25 by 100 it is there. This is one fraction, you have to convert it into ratio. 25 ones are 25, 25 fours are. So you are getting 1 by 4, which is nothing but 1:4. So 1:4 is the ratio of 25 by 100. So likewise you can convert the ratios to the for fractions to the ratios and ratios to the fractions. Anyway, next, percentage. Okay, actually percentage, you have learned that percentage means, what is the meaning? Actually percentage derived from the Latin word per centum. Okay, centum means what? 100. Correct? Per 100. Per 100 means what? 1 by 100, which is nothing but 100th. Okay, per 100 means what? 1 by 100, which is nothing but 100th. So if you want to convert a number or something, wait, if you want to write 5 as percentage, you will write 5 by 100. Okay, you will if you 5 by 100 is nothing but 5 percentage, which means 5 into 1 by 100. Okay, 1 by 100 is nothing but per 100. Above, if a number into per 100 is nothing but percentage, 5 percentage. Okay, so like that you will write the percentage. Sometimes 3 by 2, this is one fraction, you are supposed to make it as percentage, means you can write directly into 100. 2 ones are 2, 2 fives are 0, 5 threes are 15, 0, 150 percentage. So 3 by 2 is nothing but 150 percentage. Okay, so actually percentage means 1 by 100, which is 100th. Okay, next, they will give you the percentage. We should write the fraction, or if we have to write the decimal number. For example, 25 percentage means you are supposed to represent that in fractions. How you will represent it? 25% means 25 by 100. Okay, so this again cancel. 25 ones are 25, 25 fours are above 1 by 4. So I am writing 25% as 1 by 4 as one of the fractions. The same 25% I am writing in terms of decimal number. 25 by 100. So divide by 100, 2 zeros are there. So 1, 2. Left side you will segregate it. So 0.25. So I have converted this 25% to 0.25. So likewise you can convert the percentage to decimal number. So these are some basic concepts where you should know about ratio and percentages. Okay. Sometimes they will ask you rice. Okay, so few people like rice and few people like chapati. Okay, so the percentage of people liking rice is 60%. So how many people like chapati? How to find it? See, few people likes likes rice. So how many percentage of people likes rice? 60%. How many people like chapati? If you want to find the percentage of people liking chapati is, how you will find means 100 minus 60, because the whole percentage is nothing but 100. In fractions you will subtract it from 1, right? 1 is the whole part. Above 1 minus 4 by 5. Like that all you will write. The same way when it is for when it is for a percentage, you will subtract it from 100. 100 minus 60 is nothing but 40%. So 40% of the people likes chapati. So like this also you will learn in this. You will learn in this percentage. Understood? Now we'll go to the example number 1, children. It is very big problem. Okay. A picnic is being planned in a school for class 7th. Okay, one picnic they are going to plan it. Girls are 60% of the total number of students. So in total number of students, 60% are girls. Okay, in total number of students, 60% are girls. Okay, so what they have given? 60% of total students is girls. Correct? Total 60% of total students is equal to girls, and are 18 in number. So how many girls are there? 18 girls are there. So 60% of total students is equal to girls, and the girls are 18 in number. So 60% of total students is 18. Okay, the picnic site is 55 km from the school. So picnic site, okay, this is the school and this is the picnic spot, means distance is 55 km. And the transport company is charging at the rate of 12 rupees per kilometer. For 1 kilometer, they are charging 12 rupees. The company, transport company means we will arrange some bus, no? For that bus, for 1 kilometer, they are charging 12 rupees. The total cost of refreshment will be rupees 4,218. Refreshment means that lunch, snacks, that and all sometimes if they provide you, means how much it is taking? 4,280 we are spending for refreshment. Can you tell the ratio of number of girls to the number of boys in the class? Now the question comes. These are the particulars what they have given. So now the question, can you tell the ratio of the number of girls to the number of boys in the class? So girls to the boys. So you know girls is 18, but you should find the boys. How you will find? If you from the total, if you subtract girls, you will get the boys. Correct? From this total, if you subtract girls, you will get the boys. But you should know how many total students are there. That you should know, right? They didn't give that. So we can find the total number of students. 60% means 60 by 100. Of means multiplication. Total students means I don't know. So I am taking it as x is equal to 18. 60 by 100 into 18 is equal to, so into x is equal to 18. I want x. So 18 into 100 divided by 60. I am bringing this towards next side. 100 goes to the numerator. 60 comes to the denominator. 60 by 100 has become 100 by 60. 0, 0 cancel. 6 1s are 6 3s are. X is equal to 30. 3 into 10, 30. Upper total is how much children? Total students is 30 students are there. So in this, boys is equal to total minus girls. Total is 30 minus girls is 18. So how many boys are there? 12 boys are there. So girls I know 18, boys 12, total 30. So now shall we find the ratio of girls to boys? What is ratio? How you will write? Division, like division only. Girls to boys. Upper 18 is to 12, which is nothing but 18 by 12. Correct? 18 is to 12 is nothing but 18 by 12. 9 2s are 6 2s are 3 3s are 9. 3 2s are 6. Upper 3 by 2 you are getting, which is nothing but 3 is to 2. So 3 is to 2 is the ratio of girls to the boys. Okay. Next, cost per head if 2 teachers are also going with the class. So for going to the tour, we will collect some fees, right, from each student. How much we are going to collect it? That we are going to discuss from this. Okay. First, for a tour, what and all we want? Transportation charges we want, the food expenses we want. These two only the tour cost. Okay, va? Appo first I am going to do the transportation charge. First, listen children. From school to picnic spot 55 kilometer. If you go and you have to return also, about 55 into 2 times you have to add it. Correct? 55 into 2 times. Why it is 2 times means going 55, coming 55. About 2 times 55. Plus, so this is the first one, the kilometer. 5 to 10, 5 to 10, 11. So totally we are traveling 110 kilometer. For 1 kilometer, 12 rupees. Appa for 110 kilometer, 110 into 12, which is nothing but 11 12s are 132 0. So transportation charges 1320 rupees is needed for transportation charge. Did you understand? See, for going 55 kilometer, coming 55 kilometer, upper 55 into 2, 110 kilometer, totally we are traveling. For 1 kilometer 12 rupees means for 110 kilometer 110 into 12, which is nothing but 1320. This is transportation charge. Along with this, expenses, refreshment how much it is needed? Given already 4280. So you can add both, right? So we can add it. Total charge is equal to 1320 plus 4280. So if you add these two, you will get the total charge for going for the tour. Okay. $5,600. So totally how much rupees is needed for the tour? 5,600 totally. So how many people are going? I want the cost for each student. Appo, how many students are actually going, children? Total is girls, boys, 2 teachers. Girls 18, boys 12, 2 teachers. 30 plus 2, 32. So totally 32 persons are going in the tour. So I have to divide this by 32 persons. So you will get for one student, one amount. So amount for one person is equal to total charge by number of students. Correct? Number of persons. Yes, for amount for one person, if you are finding, total charge divided by number of person. Total charge is how much? 5,600 divided by 32. Can we divide this? You can cancel into table. 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are, 2 2s are 4, 1 8 0 0. 8 2s are, 2 1s are, 2 4s are 0 0. 4s are 7 0 0. 2s are 3 2s are 6 1 5 0. 2 1s are 2 7. So 14 5. So for each student we have to collect 175 rupees. So if you divide it, you are getting for each student how much rupees you are collecting it. Okay. Next, if their first stop is at place 22 km from school. First, see, totally they are traveling picnic spot. This is school, okay. This is school and that is your picnic spot. What they are saying now, first your from school your travel, this total distance is 55, but here first stop you are stopping it as 22 km. What percentage of the total distance of 55 km is this? Okay, so what is the percentage? We have to find the percentage of that 22 km. Then what percentage of distance is left to be covered? Listen children, first what they are saying now, this is the 55 km is the total distance what we are traveling. In that first, at a stretch you will not go to 55 km. No, halfway you will stop to drink coffee something and all. So from here to here I am traveling. So what is the percentage you have traveled? That percentage we should find it. Okay. So first I am going to find the fraction of the distance. Okay, fraction of distance is, out of this 55 kilometers total distance, out of this I am traveling 22 kilometer first. So this is the fraction you are getting, correct? So if you want to find the percentage of this fraction, what you will do? Percentage means 22 by 55 into 100, correct? Because 25 by 55 is the fraction of the distance they have stopped. If you want to find the percentage into 100%, you will write it 2 times 5 times 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 0, 2 twos are 4, about 40%. So how much distance we have traveled now? 40% we have traveled now. So we have to ask to find the percentage, no? About 2 twos are 4, 40% they have traveled. So we have got 22 kilometers. Okay. So now what percentage of the total distance of 55 is this? So 40% is that. What percentage of distance is left covered? So 40% we have traveled means remaining how much we have to travel? 100 minus 40, which is nothing but 60%. So 60% is the remaining distance which you have to travel. So 40% we have already traveled. So in that 60% we are yet to be travel. Understood? So this problem is very big problem, but it is very clearly explained in the textbook also. You can refer that. Okay. Next we are going to start with our exercise 8.1. First problem, find the ratio of the following. Okay, we are supposed to find the ratio of the following. A subdivision, speed of a cycle 15 km per hour to the speed of the scooter 30 km per hour. When we are considering the ratios, we should check whether both are in same units. Okay, whether they are in same units. Here we are dealing about the speed of cycle and speed of scooter. Okay, both we are dealing with the speed. What is their unit? Kilometer per hour, kilometer per hour. Both is also of same units. So we can proceed. So ratio of speed of a cycle to the speed of a scooter is equal to 15 km per hour divided by 30 km per hour. Both are in same units, but no problem. 15 by 30. Okay, 15 ones are 15, 15 twos are 30. So you are getting 1 by 2, which is nothing but 1:2. Okay, so the ratio what we are getting is 1:2. Next, B subdivision, 5 meter to 10 km. Whether both are in same units? No, both are different. One is in meter, another one is in kilometer, right? Another one is in kilometer. So we have to convert one to any of the units, okay, either to meter or kilometer. I am converting kilometers. Okay, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Upper 10 kilometer is equal to 10,000 meter. So now we have to find the ratio of 5 meter to 10,000 meter. So 5 divided by 10,000 is equal to 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 0, 0, 0. So getting 1 divided by 2,000, which is nothing but 1 is to 2,000 is the ratio of 5 meter to 10 kilometer. Okay. Then C subdivision is your homework. Okay. C subdivision is the homework. Now we'll go to the second problem. What is the second problem, children? Convert the following ratios. Second problem. Convert the following ratios to percentages. Okay, we are supposed to convert the ratios to percentage. What is the first question? 3:4. A subdivision 3:4. So this is what the ratio. So ratio we can obviously convert to fractions. 3:4 can be written as 3/4. Percentage means into 100%. Okay. So 4 ones are 4, 4 25s are 100%. 25 into 3 is 75. 75% is the answer. Okay. Next, B subdivision is your homework. Second one, B subdivision is your homework. Okay. Next, third problem, 72% of 25 students are interested in mathematics. Are interested in mathematics. Okay. 72% of 25 students are interested in mathematics. How many are not interested in mathematics? How many are not interested in mathematics? Okay. So first they have given that 72% of 25 students are interested in mathematics. So I don't know how many students are interested. They have given the 72%. Okay. So here how many are not interested they have asked. First you should find how many students are interested in mathematics. Correct? Solution. Total number of students is equal to 25. Then 72% of 25 students are interested in mathematics. Okay. 72% of 25 students are interested in mathematics, which means 72% of 25. Correct? 72% of 25 is nothing but 72 by 100 into 25. Yes, 72 by 100 into 25. In 25, ones are 25, 25 fours are. Again, 2 3s are 6, 1, 6 2s are 12, 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2, 8 2s are 16. So, 18 students, we got 18, okay. So, 18 4s are 32. 1 minute. 8 4s are 32, 3, 72. Okay. See, 18 we got it. So, 18 students out of 25 are interested in mathematics. Okay. 18 students out of 25 are interested in mathematics. So, 18 students are interested in mathematics. So, the number of students who are not interested in mathematics is equal to, how we will find number of students who are not interested in mathematics? 25 minus 18. 25 minus 18 how much? 7. Correct? 15, 120, 7 students. So the number of students who are not interested in mathematics is 25. Understood? So today's class we have discussed exercise 8.1, few problems, and we have discussed about this comparing quantities chapter with example number 1. And in exercise 8.1, first problem C subdivision, second problem B subdivision I have given you as a homework. I hope you all understood, children. Thank you.